Hello players, comfort in VR is very important, especially if you suffer from Ocuface. But there are accessories out there to help ease the pain. And let's check this one out. So I've reached out to VR Cover and they have sent me the Oculus Rift facial insert and foam replacement set. This is their basic kit. They do a few more in the range as well. So inside this box we have got a VR lens cover wipe, one set of instructions, another set of instructions, and this is the VR cover. What this does is replace the facial insert that comes with the Rift as standard. Now it seems to be a lot more springy and comfortable than the one that comes with it. For the purpose of this experiment, because it is an experiment, I have removed the HDMI connection lead on this side of the Oculus Rift so we can take it on and off a lot more easier. So a quick tour of the facial insert is that it initially feels quite soft and spongy. This feels like a much nicer texture on your face than the pretty much exposed foam that sits on the Oculus Rift. So this cover comes off and is apparently completely machine washable. And underneath is a faux leather foam piece there, which is held on with Velcro. So that isn't coming off anywhere in a hurry. So these three pieces make up the basic kit, and it can simply just be reattached like this. So step one is to remove the Oculus Rift. This can be done, I find the easiest place to do it is to pinch here or here, and that tends to pop it loose, and there we have it. So we'll put that to one side and pop in the VR cover insert. Which fits in just as easy as the Oculus Rift one does. There we go. So let's give it a shot without the material cover first and just see how the leather feels on your face. Okay, so in terms of comfort, that does feel a bit better than the Oculus Rift standard one. I did have to adjust the straps, probably because this is just a slightly different shape to the original one, which is why you would have to adjust it. So putting the material cover on should be relatively straightforward. It's just a case of hooking this piece over here and over there and just running it around the outside. Now I think that this material cover is going to add a lot more comfort, and in terms of hygiene as well, because you can actually wash this thing. So there it is with the material cover back on, and the nose piece, instead of just hanging loose, just sits and wraps underneath there. So let's pop this back in and see how we go. So putting the insert back in with the material cover is a bit more fiddly, especially around this nose section here, because it kind of has to tuck underneath, but not too much, because if you do it too much, the material gets caught in these side bits here and it doesn't sit quite right. So there's that to keep in mind. Although having said that, when it is on, it does feel like there is a pillow comforting your face, albeit a slightly firm pillow. The price tag for this is $29 plus shipping, available on vrcover.com, and there is a link in the video description as well if you want to check that out. While $29 may sound on the steep side initially, it probably is worth it considering all those hours of comfort you'll get in VR. They also do a more comfortable version at a slightly higher price tag. I'm yet to check that out, but that will be very interesting to see as well if I can get my hands on it. Like I said, I will give you an update in a few months to see how this has got on and if I've had to switch back, but initial impressions, definitely really like the look and comfort and feel of it. So with that in mind, until next time players, keep playing.